About to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Dalton throwing on second down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback third and long, you really got to rally the troops. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
On second down now, it's Henry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So backed up to the 6 now. Third and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Andrew Billings in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 77 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. But here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Finding room at the 30. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play. But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A first down carry for Henry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That good for 19 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mariota to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Derrick Henry. They gave him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Nick Vigil. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing is Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Carlos Dunlap, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Hands up! Lead!
Mike 54! In your face! He's checking, he's checking!
Nice.
Scratch!
Hey, Chris don't travel.
Check 24! Check!
Hands up!
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
I'm going to come back to you.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Dalton now to pass. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 24. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Dalton here from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe, close to let this slip away.
A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Now Lewis here on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It was Nick Vigil there on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Again, it's Henry. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Succop's kick is good, and that now makes this a 15-7 game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Brings up 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Hey, I 7.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton eluding the pressure right. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And with that, they still have a chance, partner.
Yeah, if that ball's knocked away, this game is probably over. But guess what? We still got some ball to play.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The Titans on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Hands up. Hey, 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 hey. Block the 368. Hands up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hands up. Lead.
59.
Regular. Hands up.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jarrell Casey able to drop